just really quickly organizing the list a bit more. There we go. Alright. This one is written by Flappy Bob, another author that doesn't have an author page. And it's called The Failed Dreamland. Okay, here we go. Last one. Euclid, special containment procedures. An exclusion zone with a 10-kilometer radius referred to as a green zone from 10 kilometer to 7 kilometer must be maintained at all times around SCP-2249. Signs warning of extreme radiation and contamination along the border of the excursion zone work to deter entry by civilians. However, MTF Sigma 19 Park Rangers is stationed at outpost 16 to outpost 16 to 249 and polices the border. Within 10 kilometer and 70 kilometer radius, any entrant may be removed without repercussion beyond a mandatory reviewing of a safety video on the dangers of radiation. At 6 kilometers from SCP-2249, a 3.5 meter reinforced concrete wall topped with barbed wire blocks for the entry to the exclusion zone. From this point on, refers to as the red zone. The only entrance within being outpost 16 to 2249. Travel within the red zone is only allowed with the use of specially designed vehicle to block radiation, as well as standard personnel radiation protection equipment and ear protection. A guide from MTF Sigma 19 must accompany any research parties entering the red zone and SCP-2249. Multiple routes leading to SCP-2249 must be kept clear to allow for maximum viewing distance. Within SCP-2249, radiation protection equipment must be worn at all times. While ear protection is safe to remove within -1, deviation from the pathways leading to and from -1 is to be avoided. Don't take a wrong turn. In the event the pathway is blocked while trying to leave -1, personnel are advised to clear or scale the obstruction before any attempts to go around are made. Damn, imagine me having to go on the last. One. We'll see you tomorrow. Man, have a great night. Oh, man! We went from like, I thought you had a job and had to go, and now you have to actually go. Oh well. Yeah, tomorrow should be a stream. That's no problem. I'll see you tomorrow. The Af was with you. I wish you a good afternoon. I assume it's afternoon for you. Alright. Description: SCP-2249 is an extra-dimensional space, approximately 4 kilometers squared in size, located inside hospital in the former town of Russia. The area within SCP-2249 resembles an old-growth pine forest with plant life exhibiting signs of extreme malnourishment and light deprivation. Flora within SCP-2249 exhibit none of the symptoms of extreme radiation exposure that would be expected. A dim gray sun is always stationary within SCP-2249 sky at a 12 p.m. position, providing a dull light. Space within SCP-2249 is looped internally. Any subject approaching SCP-2249's border will find themselves on the opposite border with no signs of transition. Sounds like a old school like arcade game, like Pac-Man. When you go to one side of the wall, you pop in the other one. And the sun is like the Minecraft command where you put the sun right smack in the middle. Entrance to SCP-2249 is through an elevator on the first floor of the hospital, in which a single Douglas fir, Soidotska mensisi on a bed of grass, Poaxea festuca. Pressing the button labeled with a small tree icon will take the elevator to the 3rd floor, where it will open empty. Anyone inside the elevator is taken into SCP-2249. There we go. So, Jesus, on my side, I just saw somebody, you guys don't see it, but I see it. Someone being, again, like, oh, get viewers from here. And I had to ban that person real quick. Anyone else inside the travel within, where the elevator functions normally when used to travel to other floors, including the third. Travel within SCP-2249 is extremely dangerous due to instances of -2, both above and underground, as well as a near complete saturation of gamma radiation throughout SCP-2249. Tremors and earthquakes occasionally occur within SCP-2249. While it's unknown how deep SCP-2249 extends, whatever foundation it has is surely being destroyed at a rate similar to that of the surface. Mapping the area within SCP-2249 has proven impossible, as most electronics cease to function due to a high level of radiations. The exception to this is a 1.2 kilometer long pathway leading from the elevator entrance to -1. From the pathway to -1, multiple constructions can be seen, most suffering from heavy structural damage and general wear. Some of the constructs have been identified as a nursing station, a cafeteria, and a storage center. Also identified are 2 large sporting fields, a playground, and an empty swimming pool. -1 is a residence of Dr. Delroy, the apparent creator of SCP-2249, whose body was found within. Autopsy revealed cause of death to be dehydration, starvation, as well as the development of stage 1 lymphoma. Date of death determined to be 4/30th, 2000. Most of the space within -1 is filled with working machinery, notes belonging to Dr. and various scrap metal and wiring. Study of these notes have revealed that the machinery is intended to stabilize space-time within a certain area, granting protection from the instability the rest of SCP-2249 suffers from, as well as blocking dangerous radiation. This device is functional, as evidenced by the stability of -1, the surrounding area, and the path exiting SCP-2249. A cylindrical space with a radius of 3 meters, extending up and down for an unknown distance. Researchers focus on replacing this device or increasing its area of effect in order to stabilize the entirety of SCP-2249. -2 is the designation given the multiple anomalies within SCP-2249 ranging in size from 11 centimeters to 1.67 meters in diameter. -2 emit lethal doses of gamma radiation and exhibit a strong gravitational pull in the vicinity. Some instances exist simultaneously within SCP-2249 and the surrounding red zone, allowing energy to pass through unchanged. Matter that is pulled into an -2 from the red zone is deposited into SCP-2249 highly compressed, while matter pulled from within SCP-2249 never emerges. Instances of -2 that do not exist in red zone as well appear visually as a black void with neither light nor matter emerging again after entering. -2 can be mobile, moving at a maximum observed rate of 0.63 km per hour in random directions. -2 also accompanied by what has been described as a loud roaring noise, peaking at 152 decibels. That's pretty loud. To date, there are a total of 457 confirmed instances of SCP-2249, 167 mobile instances, 294 stationary, of which 236 exist in both SCP-2249 and the red zone. -2 have manifested during the foundation and containment of SCP-2249. Addendum 1. A laptop belonging to the late Doctor was discovered near his remains. Upon charging and minor repairs, a file labeled Journal was discovered in which were multiple videos, messages recorded by Doctor, detailing his experiences before the creation of SCP-2249, leading up to his death. Due to minor radiation damage, many files have been corrupted or damaged beyond repair. The remaining video transcripts relevant to research of SCP-2249 are visible below. Access journal entries. Okay, there's a couple of them. Entry 1, file name, New Beginning MP4. They recorded 11/3, 2000. And it begins showing Doctor smiling elatedly and looking into the laptop camera. Subject is Caucasian male, 26 to 30 years old, dressed casually and wearing glasses. Subject speaks in American English. The scene behind him appears to be a modest study, presumably within the subject's home before the creation of SCP-2249. A closed window provides no view of the surrounding area. Ah, there we go. Well, hello, whoever is watching this. My name, of course, is Delroy. Though if you're watching my personal journal entries, then you probably know that. I decided to document my life from this point on. I figured it might help me organize my thoughts in some manner. And maybe I'll watch these one day when I'm an old fart and laugh at myself. Who knows? Well, the main reason I'm doing one of these today is... drumroll please. Subject reaches off screen, his face leaving the camera view for a few seconds before returning, grinning wildly. Subject holds an identification card bearing his picture up to the camera. The words Dr. Pediatric Oncology are written in plain black text and appears to be from hospital. That's right. This right here is what I'm so excited about. ID is removed from the camera's view. The hospital accepted my application and I'm starting tomorrow. I've moved into my new place as well. It seems nice and the neighbors came over to say hello earlier. We didn't have any trouble understanding one another. My Russian's apparently up to snuff. Rest of entry deemed irrelevant to research. Entry 2. First day of work, MP4. 11th 4th 2000. Entry opens with mild distortion to video. Doctor is seen wearing blue scrubs looking pensive. Today was my first day. I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I've worked in a hospital before, but this one's just so depressing. Now, isn't exactly the most bright and cheery place, but it's as though they've taken all the dreariness of the landscape and magnified it within that hospital. The kids, most of them seem as though they've given up on everything. If it wasn't for the amazing benefits, I'd be tempted to quit. As this, I need a drink. Subject stands up and walks over to draw in the study and pours a glass of alcohol. Subject returns to the seat in front of the computer and takes a long drink before continuing. I can't quit. I have to stay and try to make things better. Or something. I hate to see kids like that. It's not right. Alright. I'll talk to the boss tomorrow about maybe some enrichment programs. Maybe a garden or something. It's so grey out here. Entry 11. Fortuitous meeting MP4. Data recorded 11th 23rd 2000. And it starts with Doctor returning from work and talking about his day. Some fragments were damaged and most irrelevant until the 4-minute mark. I left and I was alone again. Well, I thought I was until I turned and saw this elderly gentleman. Any information discovered about this man is to be immediately reported to Director Jerix. Kind of strolling down the hall, looking into some of the kids' rooms. I of course immediately approach him and ask if there's anything I can do for him, ready to call security. Well, he just smiles and shakes his head, no, looking like he's about to say something, then pauses. He looks up like he's considered something, then smiles at me again. He had an interesting voice, deep and gravelly. Well, perhaps there's something you could help me with, or rather something I can help you with. What's that supposed to mean? I think to myself, well, he goes on to talk about his ideas to spruce up the place, whatever that means. He asks me meet him, and well, I was a little curious, so we're meeting on my next day off. Anyway, I had to go and entry ends abruptly. Entry 20, it's finished, MP4, 12/5/2000. Entry begins with shaky footage from the camera being carried by Doctor. A healthy forest, presumably SCP-2249, can be seen to either side. No signs of instability present. Sounds of children laughing, yelling. Come on. And talking. Can be heard in the distance. Subject stops and the camera is lifted to the point of the house. -1. Ta-da! My new home as of today. Everything's finally finished. I can monitor everything from here and keep an eye on the kids. The camera's turned to show Doctor face. The kids are loving everything here. The adults were a bit trepidatious at first, but they quickly got over the fear after they saw how much the kids were enjoying themselves. At this point, Video and audio are heavily distorted. Normal play resumed 32 seconds later. Who knew something like this could be so easy? I mean, all it was math and some elbow grease. Maybe some help from Charles. But I got notes on all of that. It's not the time. For now, I just wanted to show what I've made. I've never done anything this important. I don't think I will ever again. It's strange thinking you've peaked so early in your life. Well, I should get going. Lunch is soon, then we're having soccer match. Farewell. Entry 23, The Thing MP4. 1st, 22nd, 2000. Most footage from this entry was badly damaged with the exception of an 8-second long section. Shot from the study window at the 2nd floor of Dash 1, it shows a small instance of Dash 2 about 5 meters away. Doctor is silent throughout. Entry 40, Failure MP4. They recorded 28th, 2000. It begins showing doctors looking very distressed. Generally, appearance is disheveled, and subject appears to be suffering from sleep deprivation. A dull roaring can be heard in the background. Well, they're evacuating the town because I couldn't finish the machine by the deadline they gave. Some military types apparently have been asking what's going on. I'm torn between hoping they find me and drag me away or staying. How the hell is someone supposed to stop a sub-universe from destroying itself in 10 days? And no one can seem to find Charles. Why would he abandon the town and me like this? Subject stands quickly and paces back and forth, hands on the back of his head. After a few moments, Subject returns to his seat. Subject takes a deep breath and appears to be trying to calm himself. At least now no one else will die. At least now I can focus. No more distractions or worrying. I figure I can get this thing working in a week or so. I've got food to last a bit longer. I can still get to the cafeteria for water. I think I should grab some of that first. No need to get back to work. Who knows what will happen if this thing fails. Sorry about that. Best case scenario is it simply disappears with me in it. Worst case, I don't want to think about it. Subject is silent for a few moments before ending the recording. Entry 41, file name 4/30th 2000 OAE2V-MP4 4/30th 2000, and it begins showing Doctor, who is now extremely emaciated. His clothing is unkempt, and behind him multiple notes and blueprints cover the walls. The roaring heard in the previous video is much quieter now. Subject is unable to speak, presumably due to the dehydration, and uses notes on paper to communicate. Got the machine working. Not feeling too great. Subject pauses to write something else. I said extend a path to the elevator. I'm safe for now. Should take a day, maybe 2. Don't know. Then I can leave. Again, subject writes something down. I can't save it. I've failed. Subject puts down a pencil and looks absently down the floor. After a few minutes of silence, subject looks at the computer, then ends the recording. Incident report 4/28 2000 blank 2249. Foundation operators within the Russian Ministry of Emergency Situation (MCHS) were alerted to a possible anomaly in the town of after a significant rise in reported cases of radiation poisoning and rising casualty, as well as civilian reports of holes in the air. MDF-13 was dispatched to investigate. Interviews of residents did not immediately yield results. Multiple persons were reported to say he will fix it or just give him time. It was not until the interrogation of one at the entrance of SB-2249 was discovered on the 1st, 2000 and on the 2nd, 2000. The path of Dash 1 was discovered to be safe. It was discovered to be safe. affecting everybody above. Affecting everybody above and creating weird void holes. I wonder if the Foundation could have saved him. Saved him and prevent all this. Okay. I don't have much. I don't have anything to say to that. I'm reaching tiredness. I'm taking this off now.
Oh yeah. Oh.